Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole. I'm Nicole with Humbled Budgets. I am here to go ahead and do another breakdown of my budget. Let's go ahead and get creating it to see how much we made this month or from this paycheck. Getting started. We are going to go ahead and get into my binder. I'm going to try my best to like get as close as personal so y'all can see what's going on. I just made a smaller version of this so that y'all could see it. Or at least so that it could fit into the screen better. So we are almost done with paying off everything for this month. I'm going to grab 2 of my pens. As of now, electric has been taken care of. The first set of the loans have been taken care of. Water, online, streaming. Now, this is something that was brought to my attention. My internet and phone bill were paid up prior, and they came available on the 15th, but they don't have to be paid until like the 22nd. So, it's kind of thrown a wrench into my bill pay cycle at the moment. But right now, we need to take care of rent. I'm going to try to take care of them as well, and car insurance. So, that's pretty much what we are sitting at the moment. So, keeping that in mind, we're going to go ahead and get on into it. And again, I'm not going to use anything fancy because let's face it, you don't really need anything fancy to do your budget. All right. So, and I'm sorry if I sound sleepy. I promise you I'm not. I'm just trying to keep it quiet because my little ones are sleeping. I have a 11 and an 8-year-old. Both boys. I do have a 15-year-old, but he does not live with me at the moment. He lives with his father full-time in Florida. Alright, so my income, which by the way, I have my pay stubs up on my monitor that's right in front of me. So I'm sorry if I don't have a physical one for you. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. Let's write it down. Budget of June 19th, because that's my payday. All right, so income for our husband, he came in with $724. Myself, I came in with $1,230. And let's bust out that calculator. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that better. Alright, so I really stink at doing basic math in my head anymore. So let's go ahead and add the overall total of those together. That's going to be $1,954. Now, we do have some debts to pay off, which I'm going to get into so that you guys can get to know me a little better. I'm going to do that in a separate video for the next budget breakdown that I'm doing. So we have a car loan, and that's like $7,000, but we do have to pay off our bank that we go through. It's a credit union, and they make us pay $125 every 2 weeks, so that's $250 every month for the car. And then we have a furniture leasing agreement. My kids were a little rough with our last one and broke the seating, so which I never thought was possible, but hey, here we are. Now, yes, I can do that simple math, but that for some odd reason, no. So $185 for debt for every 2 weeks is what I gotta take care of, which is fine. It's manageable. I really don't have any debt because when I did cash stuffing a long time ago, I was able to pay off a lot of our debt. I think the only thing that we ever struggled with was like these kind of minuscule things. I don't have credit card. I don't have student loan. My cash stuffing journey before did help me pay those off. So I know this works. It's just when life gets at you, it's easy to fall off of this. So you kind of want to live by the seat of your pants. All right, so for bills right now, we have to pay for rent. We have insurance. Then we have phone. And then we have internet. We use Spectrum in our home, which I absolutely love them. They've been very well for us. I have a gamer in the house, so I have to have internet. We cut the cord a long time ago. We don't have any cable. We just use a bunch of streaming services. So internet and streaming services, and that covers us for, I want to say we're paying $100 for TV service technically. But if we were to get the actual package, they want about $200. So we cut that in half. So rent is $400. Insurance is $202. I know my calendar said $260. I double checked that and it is $202. Our phone coverage is $115 and our internet is $123. So let's go ahead and add those up. 400 plus 202 plus 115 plus 123. That is going to be $840. All right, now this is where it gets a little tricky because this always changes. I know some people like to call it what it is. Some people like to make up their own names. This is variables. To me, these are living expenses we need in order to feel comfortable throughout the month outside of our savings. That way we're not feeling like we're that we have some fun with our lives. So gas, we are going to need $100 between me and my husband. That's $50, not $100. Sorry, I don't know why I put that there. All right, we do need to go to the grocery store. I'm going to give ourselves a $200 budget because with the kids home for the summer, they're eating me out of house and home. Now, everyone in the house gets an allowance. Me and my husband get typically $40 each, and then we give $10 to each kid at the moment. So that's $100. And we do need to go to the feed store. I have kind of a little farm. I have 3 goats, 4 miniature cows, and then I have a bunch of chickens. So, I mean, what do? If you live in Texas, you have a farm. So I do need to go to the feed store, and I do have that receipt, and that would cost me $102 and change. So I'm going to round that up to 103. So let's go ahead and add that up. That's kind of a simple add. So that's $503. So the basic of all this is we're going to do your start off, which is your income. Take away your debt. Take away your bills. Take away your variables. Anything left over is savings. Okay, and that's how our family works. That's how we use the zero-based budget to survive. So we have $1,954. Take away $185. Take away $840. Take away $503. Now let's see what we're going to be saving with this paycheck. 1,954. Subtract 185. Subtract 840. Subtract 503. That leaves me with $426 to save. So this is what I'm going to be using towards my savings challenges. And I'm done with my budget. Nothing fancy. And if I wanted to, because I'm going to kind of be a little strategic because I am a financial data analyst for my employer. If I was struggling, this will be red. If I'm not struggling, it's green. So Obviously with highlighters, it's going to probably be a pink. So that is my budget for this paycheck. All right, breaking out the calendar. Let's zoom in a little bit. All right, we're going to go ahead and mark off our bills. In which, by the way, I've already paid these in case you wanted to know. That's how I could tell you that they're done. When I get paid, I like do it first thing in the morning on payday, so I know these are done. I don't do my budget until after, which is weird. But as of now, we are done with this installment of bills. I will be producing another one of these for July, and tucking it into my little binder. I hope that was entertaining for you. Thank you all for stopping in with me today. I hope that was very entertaining for you. Again, we all do our budget differently. This is just what works for my family. I know that every time I've had my savings attached to anytime I ever had my savings attached to my checking, I instantly moved my savings back over to my checking, and I'm not able to save. So anytime I get paid, I pay off the most important things first, and then I withdraw the rest. Typically, what's left in the bank is the variable expenses because they change. And anything left over following the next payday, I just withdraw that with it. So sometimes I have more, sometimes I have less, maybe a couple bucks more. But other than that, that's how we budget in our family. So if this was entertaining or helpful for you, I encourage you to hit that like and subscribe button below. I am here to help you, as well as keep you motivated. So with that said, I hope you have a great rest of your day and week. Bye.